What's happening, everybody? So listen, if y'all watching me right now, we family. If you came across my page, we family, right? So every video, I try to make my point as vivid as I can. So hear me out. Story time. When I was younger, I'm talking, 10 years old, whatever, 11 years old, I suffered from headaches that were out of this world. I'm talking about I had to be on medication for them. I had headaches every single day. And one day I'm at the doctor's and they said, well, why don't you check, his vision? So they checked my vision. I needed glasses. Now here's the thing. My grandmother they went and got me glasses, but they wasn't fashionable glasses. My grandparents didn't look at stuff like that. They just, hey, he needs some glasses. We go get him some glasses. So it was ugly glasses. Now, my grandmother would tell me, don't take these glasses off. You break these glasses, you in trouble. So I would go to school and I would take the glasses off because I was already, let me explain how I was looking back then. Everybody that know me in real life know I'm telling the truth. I had the Jerry curl. I had the ducktail. I'm going to say it, I was that ugly duckling. I hadn't grew into my features. But when my grandmother looked at me, she didn't see me like that. My grandmother thought that I was the most handsome person in the world. She thought I was so handsome. Could nobody tell her nothing about Lil Rock. So I already had that going, you know what I'm saying, against me. Now, I didn't get bullied or anything like that. I had hands and I was cool with everybody. Teachers loved me and everything. But what I saw was different. So anyways, I'm taking off the glasses. I'm coming home still with these humongous headaches because when I would come home, I would put the glasses back on. So I had just headaches every day. And so I remember one day my grandmother, I had a headache. I was just laid out on the floor and she was just rubbing my head and I can hear her praying, just praying God to heal me from these headaches and this, that, and the other. And, to make this more viable to the point that I'm trying to make today is, listen, these are the key elements of the story that I just told. My problem was diagnosed, the solution was given, but because of what I was seeing, the vision wasn't made plain. I was having the headaches and it was directly coming from my eyes, but I was so worried about what everybody else thought about my glasses that I was willing to go through the pain just so they didn't say nothing about me. Now, my grandmother is praying to God for my healing, and I am the one that's delaying it. So let me make this plain. A lot of times in your life, you are praying to God and you get to these moments to where you believe that God ain't hearing you no more because you've been praying for years. You have been doing everything that you're supposed to do. You're living a clean life. You ain't talking about nobody. You ain't doing none of that type of stuff. And you feel like God still hasn't blessed you. Here's the problem. It's not that God ain't blessed you. It's just you haven't taken the time to check your vision. A lot of times we think that when we're praying for something, it's supposed to be like, boom, big bomb goes off and then here it is. A lot of times we think that like in the Bible, we supposed to walk outside and see the burning bush and everything is spoken to you. It's not like that all the time. You see, we have been praying for certain things. So let's just say you're praying for peace. I just need some peace. And you start losing friends. But then you say, God, well, I don't have no friends. I don't have nobody there for me, this, that, and other. But you see, you was praying for peace. So God started eliminating the things that was hindering your peace in order to make room for the very things that was going to bring you peace. Bitterness. You've been saying, oh man, blah, blah, blah. You got all of this bitterness in your heart and God got someone else on the other side waiting to come into your life. But that bitterness is blocking it because now you talking about you don't trust nobody. I don't need nobody. I don't trust nobody. But you're praying for the opposite. You see, I back then needed those glasses. I had headaches every day. I'm talking about you migraines I was taking medication, but I was willing to go through that pain for a little period of time that I thought people was going to talk about the very solution that was given to me. Now think about your everyday life. You are in circles that y'all visions are not aligned anymore. What do they call it? The glass half full? Check this out. One day I was having a conversation with someone and we were talking about, future things and this, that, and the other. And I went through a slew of things that I wanted to do. Oh, I hate saying that I wanted to do. I went through a slew of things that I'm going to do. And I remember, I remember this person just looking at me like, yeah, okay. Well, I don't know because, X, Y, and Z and this, that, and other. And then this other person tried it and blah, blah, blah. And you got to have money to do that. You got to have this, that, and other. And I remember in that moment, for a moment, I allowed what they were saying to hinder what I felt like God told me to do. And see, sometimes when you are not around vision-based people, you will dilute your vision. Hence, you are in a season that you feel like God just ain't talking to you. God just ain't hearing you because you've been praying for all of this stuff for so long. but he has given it to you. So what you have to start doing is you have to adjust your vision. You know how you go get your eyes checked every year? At least I do. And you go get your eyes checked, you look through the thing, and sometimes, they keep flipping the thing. Then at the end, doctor come out and say, well, your eyes haven't changed much, just a smidget. So I will write you a new prescription, but you can keep wearing your old glasses. Now, here's the problem. You like, okay, cool. But you get your new frames with the new lens in it. So you start wearing that and you're like, okay, I like these. I've been trying to get some new frames anyway. Then one day you reach for the glasses and you grab your old glasses. Now he said that it's not going to be that much different so you can continue to wear them. But when you wear them, now you got a headache because that little adjustment, that little bitty adjustment causes discomfort. So that's my message in this video today. You have received many times the very thing that you have been praying for. The problem is your vision. You're not seeing it because what you think that it should look like. You're praying for an increase. And since you've been praying for an increase, you feel like everything that you have been getting is just a whole bunch of mess. But guess what? That whole bunch of mess is preparing you for when you get that increase, when you get that promotion, you're able to handle it. So you want a promotion, but at this level, you complaining about the mess that you got to go through. And sometimes that is the blessing that God is sending you because he's preparing you. I have been in situations to where I didn't think God was working in my favor. So because I didn't think God was working in my favor, I'm living my life in anxiety for things that I cannot control. But lo and behold, God is behind the scenes. He already got it worked out. He just waiting on me. See, we talk about faith, but a lot of us don't know what faith look like. A lot of us know we are behind in bills. Now, here's the thing. You behind in bills, but you got them new Jordans. You behind in bills, but you taking them trips. You behind in bills, but you going to that concert. So that's a you problem. I'm talking about the type of people that something has happened out of your control, out of circumstances, and then boom, you get hit with this bill. Let me show you what faith look like. Faith looks like, I don't know how you're going to do it, but I know you're going to do it. And then you go on like it's already done. Like it's already done. I'm going to wrap this up, and I'm going to wrap this up by saying this. Like I said, my grandmother thought that I was the most handsome person in the world. She really did. I would see her sometimes just looking at me, but I didn't see what she saw. See, when I looked in the mirror, I saw the Jerry curl, I saw the ducktail, and I thought, man, what? Come on, man. I had the Jordache jeans on. But what she saw was the most handsome person in the world. It wasn't until I got up on my game and I started seeing what she saw. And that's what God is waiting on many of us to fall in line with. See what he sees. Y'all have a blessed day.